feel we've added a lot of skill to the organization, throughout the course of the 2 days here. Certainly added a lot of depth at center, a little bit on the wing. Maybe not as much on defense as we had maybe set out and planned to, but that's when you're at the table, that's how some things fall. And when there's players that the scouts are passionate about drafting, those are the ones you draft.
It's like to have Harkins fall to you guys.
Yeah, it's one of those things where sometimes there's players that are ranked a lot higher throughout the different rankings that for whatever reason fall into your lap, and he's a skilled centerman, obviously over a point a game is in his draft here in the Western Hockey League. Good two-way player, real smart, good puck distributor. Is going to get stronger, and I think it's going to be a real solid player for us.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but can you rattle through some of the other guys and give us a take on?
Yeah, sure. So obviously with Jansen first, and Foley is a kind of more of a hard-nosed left winger that can play a good solid two-way game. Works real hard, real gritty. Scored, I think he scored in the 20s, in the USHL last year. Again, a guy that will bring some skill, but also bring some grit to things. Spacek, real skilled centerman, played in the World Junior team last year in Czech, plays in the men's league over there already. Will more than likely, I believe, come over here and be playing in the Canadian Hockey League next year. So that's a good thing in those regards from a development standpoint. Mason Appleton, 6 foot plus centerman that has a real strong two-way game. A little bit more on the skill side of things, but as someone that our scouts really liked in the later rounds. So we were kind of hoping that he would kind of still be there when we wanted to pick him in the rounds that we did, and so that was good. We looked at a lot of different options to see if there was defense earlier, but like I said, that there was whenever it got to our pick, there was a player that we strongly wanted to draft, so that's what we did. And when we got into the 7th round with Niku, he's a real smooth skating defenseman. He can really move the puck. Is again someone that I think people thought was going to go a lot higher. He was actually here at the draft, which is not typical for someone to pick in the 7th round as a European. So again, we feel real good about obviously where we drafted him and what he's going to be as a player. And with the Europeans, you have an opportunity to let them develop over the course of time, and which is good. And then Matteo Gennaro, 6'2" centerman from Prince Albert, had a real strong second half of the year this year. Plays a real strong two-way game. So again, good size combination, and projecting that the second half of the year will be what he continues to be as we continue to move forward.
Sounds like a lot of your scouts had a say then, because you went all. I mean, I know you did a lot of USHL guys, but a lot of guys from all across too.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of guys. Again, we had great meetings throughout this year. It was a real good year from a standpoint of from a scouting side of it. We felt we got good coverage in all the different leagues. Our guys have a good time and enjoy putting those lists together and have some fun doing it. And we encourage a lot of passion for different players. I keep on telling him, I said, don't draft a guy just because he's on someone's list or some other list that's a publication. I said, draft him because you want him to be a Winnipeg Jet. And I encourage that passion of the guys. So we have some fun with it in the room, and we have some fun with it at the table. But when it gets down to the seriousness of the picks, the guys are pretty prepared.
Not much time to rest here. Just describe what the next few days will be like getting ready for free agency.
Yeah, it's a busy time. Obviously the draft, and now that that's over with, that's a big part of things. And you roll right into the free agent side of things. Finishing that up or seeing where things lie right before unrestricted free agency, and it's just a busy time in general for sure.
Are there any guys not getting qualified from your RFAs?
I would, at this point, off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure everybody's being qualified. I don't, off the top of my head, I wouldn't give you a good answer at that point. I'm pretty sure. have to go through all of them.
Did you? How many guys did you touch base with on this interview period?
Well, you touch base with a lot of agents on a lot of different things, and so you reach out to them, and you go through some of the potential free agents that are out there as well. But I spent a lot of time just obviously also talking to our own potential free agent guys, and invariably they have some free agents as well. So it's a small world when it comes to that side of things. So we'll see how it all plays out. That's what we have over the course of a couple of days. You can still touch base with agents, obviously, right up until until it all starts.
Anything new with Burmistrov at all? Speaking of guys you can talk to,
we had some good conversations. That was earlier on here. Haven't had much since then, but I think it was there has been some real positive talks there.
You're encouraged too. You met with Vlad's guys as well.
Yeah, we met with JP Barry and Mark McKay, and had good conversations with them. And again, there's so much going on throughout the days here. You kind of squeeze in whenever you can, and you do work on things in parallel universes. So there's lots of things on the go. It's just you got to try and push along in different areas as you go.
I know Paul said that he's excited to see some of these guys at the decaf. You must be too, then, right?
Yeah, again, that's another thing that starts right away here as well. We'll get back to Winnipeg, and a lot of the players that are here will be showing up there. Also, with a lot of the players that we have within the organization. So it's a good time for for them, because it's not a real stressful time. It's more of a teaching time. For us, it's good to showcase a little bit about our organization, but then get to know us get to know them, and start to get a handle on the nutrition and the physical side and all those kind of things, and check up on some of the other guys that you have in the organization as well.
Is Kraskovsky going to be at the development camp this year?
No, I don't think so, because he's still under contract over there. But we've gotten some really good reports about his progress over there, and what he's been doing in some of the evaluation camps that they've had for the juniors and stuff like that. So it's been a good reports from him.